Welcome back, guys. Today I'm going to be talking about my past half marathon experiences. Let's go. My first half marathon was the Cowtown half marathon in downtown Fort Worth. And that was probably the most complicated and challenging course I could have ran for my first half marathon. There was tons of hills, there was tons of turns. I ran it with one of my friends from high school, and I'm pretty sure he hadn't ran a half marathon before then, and I know I hadn't. I think it was at the beginning of the cross country season, but I know we ran it and then we had to show up for cross country practice the next day, which that was definitely not fun. The most I ran was 7 miles leading up to that race, and that was only from practices and cross country. So basically I ran every mile past 7 was something new. I wouldn't recommend that to anybody. If you're going to sign up for an expensive race, make sure you're putting in the work to make it worth it. I really enjoyed that race. It was something new. I wasn't going fast. I was taking it slow. I was just having fun with it. I didn't run my next half marathon till 4 years later. And so let's talk about that one. My second half marathon, which is where my PR currently stands, is the Irving... What is it? Oh, I'm wearing it. Irving Run the Town. It was a really fun race, actually. The course got changed 3 times leading up to that race. I think it was the week before they had to change the course because part of it flooded. So I was getting worried that I wouldn't run my best because every time they changed it, I got a little more nervous about it. And that's because I mentally pictured the whole route. I try to picture myself running every step of the race. I mean, not probably every step, but you know what I mean. Which I really thought it was going to hurt my race, but it actually helped because I get really motivated for some reason running on really long roads. Apparently something about it makes me want to run faster. I ran out 3 miles, and then at 3 miles it turned onto the long road that I liked, and it started at 3 miles. I think it went to 6 or 7 miles and then turned back around and ran the whole way back. So basically 50% of the race was ran on that road, and it really helped me stay motivated. And even though I like technical courses and I like making a lot of turns to keep me interested, that one I could see everybody in front of me and I kept just looking to pick the next person. So I think that's what helped me run my PR. I ran a 1:58.45, which I know is not fast. That's probably like 8:50 or something per mile. I'm not happy with how that sounds, but I'm happy that I at least got under 2 hours. But that's where my PR is on this race. That race is actually the same location as my third race. So let's talk about that now. So my third race was called Military Miles, and it was ran in the same place. The course was a little different. It didn't go so much on that long road. It went down that road, but it turned around before, I think, maybe a mile, and then it came back a mile. But that race, I did terrible at. That was my worst race by far. I'm not counting the first race because I didn't even train for that and wasn't even really trying. This one, I wouldn't say I trained for it either because it was the summer. I went on vacation and I ate lots of food. I did all that type of stuff. I didn't really run before vacation or after vacation, and the half marathon was a week after I got back. Honestly, I think the most I ran was probably 5 miles leading up to this race. I kept telling myself that, yeah, I'm in good shape. I can do this. I think mentally I was ready, but you can only go so far mentally if your body's not there. And my body definitely wasn't ready for that race. And it was the hottest race I've probably ever ran. It started out at 90 degrees Fahrenheit, which I've ran in that before. I've done 5Ks and all that, but for a half marathon, that really starts to take a toll on your body. By the end of the race, I think it was close to like 95, and the whole thing was on pavement, and it was wide open, so the sun was hitting me the whole time, and the like in the sun rays were getting bounced back, and all the heat was getting bounced back at me while I'm running. So there was pretty much everything that I could have done wrong I did with that race, but it's a learning experience. For that race, I ran, I think it was like 2:10, about a minute slower per mile than what I ran for my PR, which wasn't fast either, but it's alright. No matter how good or bad my run is going, I'm still gonna enjoy it. So the moral of the story is, if you train or you don't train, just be happy that you're getting out there and running and that you're able to do that. I enjoy every day so much more when I do get a run in. If you like this video, I have many more coming out like it soon. Feel free to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. My truck is shaking. I can feel it. My truck is like... I'm afraid it's gonna overheat one day, which it probably will, but that's alright. No, it's not. It's not alright. I don't want it to overheat.